questions.
Dallan, first impressions of Boulder and being here to see you.
I mean, it's an awesome city. It's a lot of outdoors, different than the Midwest and the South, of course. But I'm loving it so far.
What did you learn about college football when you were at Ohio State?
I just learned, it's a business, and you got to always be ready to compete because they're gonna bring somebody just as good as you. So if you're not ready, you get left behind.
What made Colorado just the right place for you when you committed?
I mean, just everything they stand for. All this NFL experience on our staff. Coach Prime, he knows a lot of NFL owners and has a bunch of NFL connections. So I said, why not here?
How do you take that experience of being at a place that obviously won a lot of games and bring it here to a team that's trying to get to that point?
I just try to bring the pro mindset. Just always be about my business when I touch the paint on the field. Know my assignments, and just try to bring energy to the room.
Dallan, I'm sure when you were doing research into what school you should go to transfer to, you saw this is probably one of the worst rushing offenses in the country last year. What gave you confidence that you could come in here and turn that around?
I mean, we have a new scheme this year, a new OC, so I feel like the run game will be a whole lot better, and I know I could help that. So.
Do you feel like there's an emphasis on running the football? Coach Prime talked about it being one of the biggest priorities.
Oh yeah, it's a big emphasis because in football, it might be a pass-first game, but you can't get the pass game going if you can't get the run going. So yeah, it's a big emphasis for sure.
We've heard about some of the different array of skills in that running back room. What do you feel like you bring to that mix?
I feel like I'm an every down back. Can block, can catch, and run in between and outside the tackles. So I feel like I'm an every down back.
How eager are you to prove that you're that guy that we saw in 2022 that kind of burst onto the scene? Obviously, you didn't have as big of a role last season. How much are you looking to get back to what you did a couple years ago?
Very eager. That's like a big point for me this year. To show people I'm still the back that was playing my freshman year at Ohio State. So.
We talked with Coach Flea on Monday, and he said you're kind of a guy that sits back and observes, learns, processes the information. How are you applying that information in fall camp right now?
I ask as many questions as I can because there's no bad questions. I make sure I know my assignment, and then I go out there and try to execute it.
Do you feel like this scheme that Sue's running is different from Ohio State's?
A little different, but at the end of the day, it's still football. You're going to have the same type of run schemes, same type of blocking schemes. So, not much different, to be honest.
You've seen some good quarterbacks. Where does Shedeur Sanders stack up?
Shedeur is a great quarterback. He's going to be a top 2 pick, in my opinion. So, he's really good.
What makes him different than the others?
To be honest, him and CJ, I feel like emulate each other. Both business oriented when it comes to the game, both very smart quarterbacks, and both great teammates and encouraging. So.
Coach Prime has made a point that everyone in the running back room has got to earn Charlie's spot. He's kind of been the number one guy so far to start camp. How much of a motivating factor has that been for you guys? You're trying to win a spot as you've been a newcomer.
We're close as a running back room. It's friendly comp, so everybody brings the best out of each other, and competition always brings the best out of one another. So it's no hate or anything.
Dallan, what's it been like trying to learn the offense, and how has Shedeur kind of helped you along the way?
It's been good. The coaches have done a great job. Explaining the scheme, not trying to give too much, too early. Shedeur, he always talked to me in the backfield. I can always confirm with him what I have. So it's been great.
Was last year difficult for you? Just kind of because you had a bigger role in 2022. Was last year difficult to accept something lower?
Yeah, for sure. It was difficult. Played a lot my freshman year. Then I get redshirted the next year. But everything happens for a reason. Just trusting God's plan, and it'll be all right.
Thanks, Dallan.
Thank y'all.